Sorry.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right, let's call the meeting to order and everyone standing for the pledge and then reading of the land acknowledgement.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Salamanca City Central School District acknowledges the homeland of the Anandawaka, the people of the Great Hill, the Seneca people on whose ancestral and modern day land Salamanca School District now stands and whose water we enjoy. We stand with all indigenous peoples in their resolve to remain connected to their land. While we cannot undo what has been done, it is the goal of the Salamanca City Central School District to recognize the history and make improvements that will benefit the next 7 generations of indigenous students. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'm Kerry John, Vice President of School Board. I'm filling in for President Teresa Ray, who is excused for the evening. So do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, since the agenda was published on Friday, there are 3 changes. One is that 7F is a revised list of the IEC committee members. We added 7G, which is litigation settlement revision, and we deleted the executive session that we had initially planned for this evening.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion to approve the agenda. Motion. Second. All right, motion by Dale, second by Brad. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, abstained? Okay, motion carries. Item number 3, recognitions and presentations. We have a presentation, Gerald Ackley picture donation.
All right, terrific. So this is a bit of a chain of events, I guess, that has occurred. The first principal of Prospect, Gerald Ackley, his wife, his name is Joanne, contacted Jim Griffith, who's our city historian. All right, how am I doing so far? Have I got the chain of events? All right. To donate some items that had belonged to her husband who recently passed. Amongst those items is it's not really a picture as much as it is a painting, correct, that depicts Mr. Ackley and 3 students walking down the halls at Prospect Elementary Schools. And I believe this picture hung in their family home until Mrs. Ackley decided to downsize. And at that point in time, she was probably looking for a suitable donation, and lo and behold, our school probably is a great place to house that. So her niece, Sue Revin, has brought it up, and she's here tonight. I think you have a whole entourage of people with you.
We do.
So at this point, I'll just turn it over to you, and maybe you can share who the guests are that are here, and maybe a little bit of the history of the painting.
Sure. Well, thank you for having us here tonight. We're honored to be part of the board meeting for the presentation. Uncle Jerry, I'll call him. He was a long life educator. He was at the Salamanca School for 13 years, and he was a curriculum coordinator, and then he was a superintendent for 13 years. And when he retired in 1989, the portrait was given to them. But the high school art teacher at that time had painted that, and that's when Aunt Joanne would like to donate it back to be displayed here. So Uncle Jerry was one of 4 brothers and the oldest, and 2 of the brothers are here tonight. We have Harry Ackley and Doug Ackley, and the spouses Elizabeth and Tyra, and then we have the nieces and nephew. So we have some of the relatives from the area that could make it down tonight.
Well, thank you very much for coming. And we will find a suitable location at Prospect where that can be hung up.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Did we get photos already? All right,
Oh, already good.
they did already. Yes, they were very official.
Ah, excellent. Photos with the whole family?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh,
All right,
what,
you got
what
it.
year did you say that was the painting? It was 1989? Okay, and that was the year he retired, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, the art teacher's name was on there, I think, Sean.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, we appreciate it, and as Dr. Beeler said, we'll find a good home for it.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, we will look at item number 4, communications. Do we have any public communications? No. And I don't see Aaron, Title VI.
I got just a couple for Aaron. Our first Indigenous Parent Committee is August 14th at 6 p.m. in this room. And the only other one is that, on the consent agenda, there's a, for Brian Cross to travel to NIEA in place of Brookville. Those are the only Title VI of these.
I'm sorry, did you say in place of someone?
Brookville.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, well, let's move on to central office message. Who wants to go first? Fire away.
Things are going well. It's end of year, start of year, so it's super busy in the offices. So when non-education people ask you, oh, are you enjoying your summer? I'd like to not so nice in my response, but yeah. So yeah, super busy. I want to throw a shout out to John Haley and Sandy Brednich for our amazing summer food service that's happening right now. When Sandy put it all together with John and I's help a little bit, we anticipated about 300 or 200 kids a day. And we've well exceeded that. Sandy, do you have a number what is today?
Today it's 46 grab, I don't only have this building, 46 grab and go and like 78, 88 in house.
And that's just the building, and then you add Prospect on top of it. So we're well exceeding the numbers that we had originally intended on. And next year we'll ask the board for more money for a breakfast program as well. That's something that the government does not fund. But we've discovered that kids know that they're getting lunch here, so they were kind of expecting to get breakfast as well. But it's a different program that runs in the summer. So that's something we'll take a look at next year and to, hopefully implement something. But now we're putting out at least fruit and some granola bars and that kind of stuff for breakfast for the kiddos. And that's really all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, dovetailing off of all the great food. We are feeding children and families, which is great, love it. Summer school. Principals have been telling us that things are going smoothly. They feel as though, besides that attendance is up, participation is up. They feel that the way that it's been restructured, we're anticipating to see some gains. We're hoping to see some gains because of the structure. We've taken a good time to prepare all teachers and materials and things, and their word is smooth, so far smooth. So that's what is resounding from them right now in the end of week 3. And Commissioner Rosa has been letting us all know that the science of reading, you're all going to hear about the science of reading, how New York State is responsible to make sure that our teachers are all educated in the science of reading. And I thought this might be a good time to just fill everybody in on what that is when you hear that in the news. New York State Ed has has figured out that the way literacy development is being implemented in schools needed to be further examined. Some parts of literacy development needed to have some deeper instructional dives into instruction. And I wanted to share that the science of reading isn't one approach. What it is a large body of diverse research that informs our curriculum and informs our practice and our teaching. So it's not just one thing when you hear science of reading, that you learn it, you do it. So where Salamanca is right now, where we are, is in the learning phase. We're in the understanding phase of all about the science of reading and how it impacts reading instruction and writing instruction. And then the next phase will be implementation. So we're still in the understanding phase of science of reading and how that impacts each building. So I thought that that would be a good time, that this would be a good time to share that, because you'll be seeing it in the news and what does that mean for Salamanca. And we're on the right track. We've already done some good professional developments with teachers in early childhood and adolescent literacy in the 3 buildings to get everybody on the same page. What do we believe are the most important things for literacy teaching and learning? What do we think? Are we all on the same page? We all went to different schools. We're all trained differently. So how do we all get on the same page? So we've already completed those. All the teachers many of the teachers have attended those. And now the science of reading is what we're planning now for our teachers to be taking through SUNY and New Paltz. So we'll have more information about that as we go. And that's it for tonight.
Thank you. All right, so let's go around the room here and see what everybody has to say. Chad, how about you kick us off?
All right, I'm ready to roll. Summer camps are going well. They've been well attended. The real test will be next week when Mrs. Hill tries to tackle track and field summer camp without a track and field. But they're ready to roll, and they're going to do it over at the vets. They've got a game plan for it because they had to do it in the spring. So a few other dates this Friday. Levi, Adam, and myself put together a nice video. It's going to open up fall registration through Final Forms, and that'll be the launch for our community, grades 7 through 12, to sign up for fall sports. On 8/15, which is a Thursday, we're going to have a new student athlete meeting. So 7th graders, anyone rising up, they got to go to the mandatory parent athlete meeting. And any new student athlete, and that'll be Thursday. We'll push that out through social media, and the opening day of fall sports is August 26th. So the reason we wait until 7/26 is because you gotta be a 30-day window. So we'll wait until July.
Thank you.
All right.
Lloyd, what do you got?
Summer school's up and running, has already been addressed. Students are into the routines and flow of things, and the speed of summer is real. Already rolling into prepping for regions and really opening days, as well as our welcome back picnics. Just excited for the next school year and jump in with both feet.
Okay. And your new partner.
Yeah.
So are we to address you as Elmiro or Ed?
Please call me Ed.
Okay, all right. That's what Dr. Beeler mentioned to us, so I just wanted to make it clear.
All right.
Ed, what do you have for us?
Well, the past 2 weeks, I've been establishing and nurturing positive relationships with the staff, the students, and the community. I attended my first admin meeting this afternoon, and I had the pleasure of spending a few hours with Miss Red Eye, learning about the Onondaga Nation, its history, its geographical. She took me around and she showed me some of the locations and places and buildings that are in the SNI, and I had a wonderful time. And I'm just jumping right in, going into classrooms, talking to students, talking to teachers, and showing them the vision and mission that me and my partner here have been talking about.
Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome aboard again.
Thank you.
Okay. Kim.
Sure, just to add on to that, so summer program, like we said, is up and running. Hoping to sustain our attendance next week when it's fair week. So we have PD has been ongoing. We've had first grade in today, second grade was in as well, working on ELA and literacy, curriculum maps. So the building is busy with having those deep cleans done, but also professional development. Like Lloyd said, we're already starting to jump into the fall planning and getting ready for the next school year. One thing we added for this year, I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but just to mention it again. So we've always done the pre-K back to school night where the buses go around and we pick up each child if parents so choose with an adult. And we've added back in, because I believe this used to be a practice, but we've added kindergarten in this year as well. So a back to school transition night for pre-K and kindergarten, that'll be on the 26th, the night before our picnic. So information will be coming out around with details for that. But that really is an opportunity for families to do a trial bus run, but also get into the classrooms. Because I know that that's always a hope during the picnic. So we were able to add that back in for pre-K and kindergarten this year. Playground should be the new section of the playground. I know everyone's eagerly anticipating the open. That should be hopefully next week once everything settles and dries. So we will send out additional information about that. But staying busy. Looking forward to next school year already. It's hard to believe.
Awesome. Thank you. Maybe?
Okay, we finalized scheduling. We're getting ready to mail out those homeroom letters. Kids, they anticipate that getting that letter mailed because they think you're gonna be next year. So we're finalizing that, setting goals for 24-25. And I just want to say thank you for allowing us to go to Nashville Leadership Conference. We're coming back revived and excited. We find ways to improve our leadership, which current supports teaching and learning, which will make our kids different.
Awesome. Thank you. Aaron?
Ditto.
Ditto. All right.
Well, for school, just like everybody said, it's really, up and running. It's really proud of the instruction that's happening during the class. We've also been finding ways to include some extracurricular STEAM, art, PE, and they are reading respectfully up there throughout the day. Jumping into planning for next school year, we think we finalized our theme for Seneca Intermediate. We're not going to unearth that yet, but it's really going to keep us focused and targeted for the school year. And then today we went to a LOC training over at Fort Hill, which was just looking at their data review process. It's nothing earth shattering, but just reminding them it's very simple and focused on what students should be learning and how teachers should be instructing. So really excited to get some of those reports in front of the teachers and go through that process with them. Stay tuned for the magic.
Well, thank you. All right, Levi, what do you got for us?
I'm good.
You're good?
Rollover power school, so we're now officially in the 24-25 school year, working with the buildings to make sure they get their students scheduled and accounted for, and working with central registration to make sure that everything's running smoothly with parents registering online and just being there for support.
All right, awesome. Marcy?
Resetting and updating almost every space in district, rolling out hundreds, and we're pushing 450, 500 laptops, desktops, all of that into student hands, adult hands, spaces. Rolling, just roll.
Busy summer.
Yes.
Michelle, do you have anything for us?
I do. I have my 2 yearbook editors would like to present the yearbook to you guys. If that's all right.
Thank you.
So, go on there.
Well, that was gonna be my time, so.
Oh.
That's fine. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. You're here, ready to go.
You stole stuff.
I didn't know when was the cue, so I.
No worries. No, we didn't forget about you. No worries.
You're supposed to kick me.
No, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, first I'm gonna introduce myself. I just graduated and I was one of the 3 yearbook editors this year. And I know we're short on time, but I just wanted to share our 3 biggest things about our yearbook this year.
So you didn't give your name and
Oh,
then
really?
introduce yourself.
I'm really because
Yeah.
I was one of the yearbooks editors too this year.
Awesome.
I'm Lily Bryant. You probably remember me from emailing you a lot about pictures for
Yeah.
your page. Our main thing is that a good yearbook has a strong theme, and our theme this year had a lot of personality. It was in an instant, like a Polaroid camera, and we just wanted to kind of like show how fast time can go by, and like without even realizing it, it's just all gone in an instant, kind of like our senior year.
Yeah, this is a student run yearbook, so it's not perfect, but I do say so myself, this is kind of perfect for me. I think we did really good this year. Yearbook has really helped me talk to my peers, like I've connected more to underclassmen and just had all their experience everywhere. Like I'm everywhere, just taking pictures of
A lot of
everything.
connections with staff members as
Yes.
well, and coaches.
And like, I just, the friendships I made from this book have been like lasting.
Yes, and we have both been in journalism for the past 2 years, so we have gotten really close with Miss Hill, or I can call her Michelle now.
Clear that ahead of time,
Yes. And then we have 3 special pages in our yearbook this year too. Our first page is,
It's number 3 if you want to look at it, but it's our yearbook dedication to Miss Kenny. She's the freshman and sophomore year English teacher, and she meant a lot to us. I think she
coached some of us girls just in 7th grade too.
yeah.
Yep, and then we had her in 8th grade for volleyball. She was a volleyball coach too. And then she taught our classes this year. She taught 2 extra English classes, I think, for the seniors this year. So she's been with us throughout all high school. Our second is the last page in the book, and it's a tribute to a warrior. It's a page for Darren Ross. And then our third page is a secret page that we started working on about a year ago today. It was for Miss Hill. It was a dedication for the past 25 years that she's been advisor of the yearbook and the leader of the media team and Warrior Wake Up and a coach, a friend.
I literally found out on
Moving Up Day.
They snuck that past working with Jostens and Mr. Siebert. They contacted them about a year ago and did this
Sent her
all
daughters.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, had no
That's an
idea.
undercover, huh?
It was quite the
Nice.
surprise for my 25th yearbook, so it was
Yeah.
very meaningful.
She was not even
But you still can't call her Michelle.
She's still Miss Hill in my phone. Okay, well, thank you for allowing us to share our yearbook and our yearbook theme and our special pages.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think really an equal amount of thanks goes to you, because I don't know how many people recognize the amount of work that goes into creating a yearbook. And the editors and the advisors are working, like you said, you started a year ago, right? And it might even have started before that to begin to put things together. So a lot of times we probably don't hear the appreciation that you should get, but it is very much appreciated and recognized. You guys work very
Thank
hard.
you.
And your product is terrific. Well done.
Yeah.
So, you guys-
Any questions for the girls or?
Nice job.
Yeah, excellent job, awesome. Yeah.
Thanks all. Have a wonderful
Yes.
summer.
Thank you.
You don't have anything to add?
Well, honestly, it's nice when you can take off the teacher hat and you become student again. Because not only these 2, but the incredible staff that I did have this year taught me a lot. Whether it was a lot about life or even looking at different pages with a different lens. It was an incredible experience, and I almost wish it were my darn retirement year because I could have gone out with this group, but I know that they've taught the juniors in the class and given them guidance, and we're gonna have another great year. So it was always a fantastic experience, but definitely special with these 2.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Let's start with student thunder, Doctor.
No, that's fine. That's okay.
You're supposed to write me a note.
No, I.
Yeah, all right, well, let's move on to Board of Education message. Tracy, what do you got?
Glad to hear all the summer camps are going well, summer school, all of the food programs. Looking forward to the picnics coming up. And I hope everybody's enjoying this summer, even Karen. And that's all I got for today.
All right. Ted?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Like everybody stated, the summer seems to be flying by already. And that's just nice to hear everybody pre-planning for the upcoming year, and it'll be here before we know it. So stay focused, and we appreciate your time and effort putting into it.
Brad?
I want to thank the Ackley's for their donation. I've seen it, Tad was in that picture, but I never remember seeing a principal so happy to be around. Tad when he was in school.
Dale?
I can't believe it's end of July already. Holy cow, where the summer's going. I also would like to thank Joanne Ackley for the picture donation. My mom actually worked in the superintendent's office back in the day when he was superintendent. And so it means a lot to me that came back here to school. I graduated with Joanne and Jerry's son Brian. And one of the children in the picture is another one of my classmates. So that's special. So I just want to say thanks again. So that's all I have.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, likewise, I want to thank the Atkins for donating that picture to us, and he's gonna find a nice one, hopefully in one of the main prominent hallways of Prospect. I've never seen it before, but that looks awesome. And again, thank you to all the staff, everybody who's working this summer, putting in all these hours, make sure that we wrapped up last year and we're prepping for next year. So thank you guys, thank you for everything you do, and I'm excited, month away. I'm excited. I always get excited about school.
You do?
So, yeah, looking forward to another year, new beginnings. We help, first day of school picks and everything. Yeah, well, thanks, everyone. Just another point, Chad, you didn't even bring it up. Friday, a big event. We have Salamanca Gridiron Golf Tournament.
Got a lot of teams. And
Mhm.
my swing is just as bad as last year's, so. Try my best to. My brother's been playing. My teammates are. And we've got some people in the room are gonna be there. Levi is gonna be helping out, so. That's some good stuff on.
Yeah, that's an awesome event. How many years are we in?
Well,
8 or 9.
the COVID year was kind of a give back year we missed. And since I've been here, well, 5 in a row. So 2, 3 of them ran out. And then
Yeah, awesome.
good
Yeah,
day.
yeah, gonna be a big event, good event, so. Huh? I gotta bring your team.
You got to ring your
Yep,
team?
yep, all ones.
I
Yeah, I went to the team.
I know.
I saw who was bringing the ring.
Yeah, that's awesome, but I just wanted to mention that, it's a great event every year, and hopefully there'll be a ton of support and a lot of alumni. So, yeah, that's all I have for board message tonight. Dr. Beeler?
Just a quick one. Thought I'd share a story of today. We still have several vacancies that we're recruiting and looking for teachers for, several elementary positions. Today, a science teacher that sort of didn't really know too much about us from South Towns, but about an hour away, had heard about the district, and we reached out. And I said, hey, listen, I got your name. And she said, oh, I know one of your teachers there, Mr. Frazier, was really talking and promoting the district. And I said, well, I know their science teachers are hard to come by. Are you interested? Would you like to come down and take a look? We'd love to have you see, a little bit about what we're at. My belief is that interviews are really a two-way interview. Certainly, we're looking for the highest quality candidate, but at the same time, the candidates should be interviewing the district to make sure that's the right fit for them. And I always like to give that opportunity. So she decided to come down today and we met. And I know she has actually interviewed several other places and is moving through the process there. She hadn't even really officially applied for us. So I said, well, let's take a round. So we walked around and it was sort of at that point in time, it was just wonderful to see our staff members working. We have construction going on outside, so we have improvements that the board is dedicated to, moving forward with making our facilities as high quality as possible. But we had great stuff going on in the classroom. Mrs. Johnson, because the science teacher took her around for about 20 minutes. I met up again. She's a coach, so I took her out to show the track and field that's coming in. We took a quick buzz over to Betts Park. And, when you start to put all those things together, you really start to get just a nice view of Salamanca schools. And as I was sort of promoting some of the positive things, I was really taking note of all of the accomplishments that have happened over, let's just say, the past decade, which is quite impressive. So we get done and I come back and I said, so, I don't know where we are right now. Are you interested in applying? And before I get even finished, I said, yes. What's the next step? I'm ready to go. I'm excited. And it was really just kind of really nice to see somebody who, was willing to drive over an hour, wants to take a shot at the job, has some excitement about the potential opportunity here. And from the sense I got, is much more interested in us than districts that might be 10 minutes from where she lives. And we've seen that from several people who we know travel long distance to get here. And I think that's something really that we should all take pride in, and starts right with the Board of Education and works all through the administrators here and our staff. So just a note of thanks across the board, because sometimes it takes a little visit like that for you to really begin to appreciate what we have all around us. So, that's all. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so let's move on. We are on item number 5, consent agenda. We have the minutes from July 9, minutes from July 16, travel conference and overnight trips, and looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Motion by Ted. Second by Dale. Do we have any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? All right, motion carried. All right, we have nothing under old business, and let's get into new business. We're formally approving the donation from Joanne Ackley. So be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent, Salamanca City Central School District Board of Education accepts a donation from Joanne Ackley of a picture of former Prospect Elementary School Principal Gerald Ackley and 3 students, and a letter of appreciation be approved. So can I get a motion? Motion by Dale.
Second.
Second by Tracy. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. All right, and we thank the family again. Item B, a donation from Seneca Nation. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent, Salamanca City Central School District Board of Education accepts a one-time donation from the Seneca Nation in the amount of $381 to be used as a donation to the class of 2027, and a letter of appreciation be approved. So can I get a motion? Motion by Brad. Second by Dale. Any questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Abstain? Okay, motion carries. All right, item C, the APPR lead administrators for teachers. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approves the following administrators as lead evaluators of teachers for the 24-25 school year, as described in the annual professional performance review agreement. Alyssa Simon, Chad Bartosik, and Edelmiro Cruz be approved. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Tracy.
Second.
Second by Ted. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstain? Okay, motion carries. Item D, consultant agreement with Gabrielle Papa. Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the consultant agreement with Gabrielle Papa to provide guidance and assistance with the development of Native American curriculum and resources effective starting on or about September 1, 2024 through June 30, 2025, be approved, and the superintendent be authorized to execute the agreement be approved. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Tracy, second by Dale. Any questions? All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, abstain? Okay, motion carries. All right, change orders and allowance distributions. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves the following change orders and allowance distributions. Change orders, phase 3.4, GC Huber Construction, $18,572. Phase 4, H&K Services, $19,710. Allowance distributions, phase 3.4, Huber Construction, $35,354. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ted, second by Brad. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstained? Okay, motion carries. All right, Board of Education Standing Committees, 24-25. And I'm not gonna read all that. Can I get a motion? Motion by Dale. Second by Brad. Any questions? No. All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, abstained? Okay, motion carries. Congratulations, everyone, for your approval on these committees. Item G, litigation settlement revision. Resolved that the Board of Education of the Salamanca City Central School District hereby approves the amendment to the confidential settlement discussed during the July 16th, 24 executive session, and hereby authorizes the superintendent of schools to execute a settlement agreement on behalf of the district in accordance with the same terms discussed. Can I get a motion? Motion by Dale. Second by Tad. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstained? Okay, motion carries. All right, we're on to item 8, personnel consent agenda. Item A, we have a lot of personnel action. We have a couple resignations, a couple leaves of absence, several appointments. Looks like we have outside agency, and then appointments for a lot of our extracurriculars. A lot of them. Okay, so be it resolved that upon recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education approves the personnel action items listed in the public content of section 8, item A. Can I get a motion? Motion by Tad. Second by Dale. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstained? All right, motion carries. Do we have any introductions?
I don't see anyone here, so we'll make sure that we pass along our traditional warrior welcome. But I did want to make a note that we actually have a husband and wife team who are moving in. Jackie and Matthew Bosworth are relocating to Salamanca. Both are educators and are actually looking to move into the district. And it was interesting in talking with them because there seems to actually be a housing shortage in Salamanca, and they were really struggling to even find a place to move into. So it's good to see that we're able to recruit educators from outside the region, and that even more so they're willing to and looking forward to moving into the district and bringing their children to Salamanca schools.
Awesome. Excellent.
And they apologize for not being here, but it's their daughter's last soccer game. So they were going to try and sign on as soon as possible, but we said, don't miss that.
All right. And just for clarification, we have 1, 2, 3 elementary teachers. Where are they? Are they at Prospect or at Seneca? Jordan and Shora?
Yeah, Prospect, so Jordan will be 3rd grade.
Tanya Bales?
Yep, so she will be kindergarten at Prospect.
And Matthew Bosworth?
3rd grade. at Prospect.
Okay, all at Prospect?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Tanya is also relocating, so she had a child that went through SUNY Fredonia, and they vacationed and come to the area quite often, and now they're relocating permanently, so she's excited to join the team and to be here.
Awesome. Oh, and congratulate them when we see them. Okay, so after that, we have item number 9, board information reports and discussion. We have a first reading of policy 5660, meal charging and prohibition against meal sharing. Oh, Neil Shamey, sorry.
Shaming, yes.
Yes, capital project phase 4 summary report number 5 from June 30th, 24. We have a transportation report from June 24 and upcoming events. We have board meeting on August 13th. We have a board retreat on August 15th and then another board meeting on August 27th. And that's all we have. So unless anybody has anything else, then I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Dale, second by Brad. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Okay, motion carries. We are adjourned.
Perfect.